Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Before I start, I would like to introduce one new policy that Capgemini Toastmasters incorporated exactly 25 minutes ago. The policy is called Encourage the First-Time Speaker. When the speaker raises his hand, you need to clap. Let's practice it. Thanks a lot. To help me with my speech, I have these two jewels, Dheeraj and Arun. They have been sufficiently bribed to give a good report in the end. Okay. I've been a Bollywood child. My mother was in the censor board, so I grew up in that atmosphere where Thakur was the relentless criminal, Ma was everything, and every farmer had to fight for his land. In fact, before even knowing why this particular movie, Basic Instinct, is famous for, I could actually see it uncut. My mother was evaluating that movie. Okay, I joined Capgemini Toastmasters 3 weeks back, and that was an accident. My first meeting as a guest. I was just going outside and somebody told me they're giving free pizzas inside. So I came inside and that was my first meeting. But to be honest, those 60 minutes of awesomeness made me join this. And thank you everybody, Toastmasters, for making me join it. Talking about my family, I belong to Delhi. My father works for the Prime Minister's office. So he gets to see all the corruptions going on at a very close level. My mother teaches music and economics. My sister is pursuing her engineering at the moment. Talking about my parents, two years back, they celebrated their 25th anniversary. So my father had an American friend also invited for it. And he was like, so, Shekhar, 25 long years. Man, lots of moments, good moments, bad moments, fights. And my father was like, wait, let me interject you. No fights, no bad moments. He's like, how come? 25 years, no fights? How can it happen? I fight with my wife at a daily basis. If we don't fight 5 times, we are not married, that means. Like, I'll tell you a very simple thing that happened to me in 1986 during my honeymoon. So my parents had gone to this hill station, and as most of you know, they have these pony rides, horse rides in hill stations. So they were there for that pony ride. 15 minutes into this ride, both of them on separate horses, my mother fell down. And my father came rushing to her like, just to see if everything's okay. She just signaled everything's fine. And she went there and she just patted the horse's neck. She's like, love, this is your first time. Okay. It again continued. Another 15 minutes, she again fell down. The same thing happens. My father gets down and my mother signals again. And then again she's like, love, this is your second time. Okay. The third time it happens again, my mother is like, love, this is the final time. So at the 60th minute, she again fell down. And this time, she just took a revolver out of her purse and she shot the horse. My dad was flabbergasted. My dad's like, how can you shoot a horse? Why did you do it? He was yelling at her and she just turns and she's like, love, this is your first time. And that's how my parents never had any fight. Okay, so I grew up in Delhi. I studied at DPS Mathura Road. I was part of the debating club, the poetry club, dramatics, whatnot I did there, I know. But the highlight of my school life was meeting Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Oh, the green card. So, can you hear it? I have to actually honor that green card. Okay, just joking. So, I worked for Ericsson before coming to Capgemini for 2 years. I joined Ericsson as a fresher there, and in January 2013, I was here. And the last 7 months, I spent in the UK doing a lot of things I always wanted to. Visiting the Tower Bridge, the Buckingham Palace, watching Manchester United play live, and being at the place where the GMT is, nuzzling at places where John Bonham and Robert Plant used to be, like, they're the Led Zeppelin people. So, in my free time, I would be doing nothing. That's what free time is for. You're not supposed to do anything. But then still, if I get some time, I write poems for my girlfriend and an S in the bracket. I write short stories. I am an avid Dota player, Call of Duty. Anybody who wants to join me for that, just give me a shout. And with that yellow card, merci for the afternoon, everybody.